Facebook friends and family. How are you guys doing today? My bad, had to fix that. I hope that everyone is doing wonderful and swell per usual on this good Wednesday morning. It is June the 11th, 2025. Is that 11th? Yeah. And it is 8:42 a.m. here in Oak Park, Michigan. I am on the way home from dropping my son off at school, and I was getting a download. For one, it's my friend Belcher's birthday. Happy birthday, Belcher. But anyway, I was getting a download message. For one, I had to play J. Cole and Lil Durk all my life, and that song is relevant to my life right now, or whatever. And as I was listening to that song, I was getting the download that I be getting watched by the Illuminati. But I already know that I've been being watched by the Illuminati for the last couple of years, and that's why I was getting all them little fake ass inboxes asking did I want to join the Illuminati and shit. And I have family members that are a part of the Illuminati because I don't come from broke ass family on both sides. So anywho, as I was listening to J. Cole and Lil Durk, I was hearing that the Illuminati is watching you, Aaliyah. And that's why I always say I got Illuminati protection. And I was also hearing that the celebrities, they use me as their muse to make their movies, to make their rap songs and all of that type of stuff. But I've been saying that for the last couple of years as well. And I was hearing like they watch everything. They watch my YouTube pages too, and my Facebook pages, like from under fake accounts and stuff. And it's something about Future. Like I keep hearing Future, like Future watches me. And everybody who watches me for real know that I've been saying that Future watches me for like the last 5 years. If you watch a Future, free band gang, give me some ass. Like keep it real, you looking exotic. Yes, I need some money. But I was hearing that somebody is like in regret for ending a relationship. Somebody was a fake ass motherfucking nigga, okay? And somebody knows a lot of cops. That's why I keep hearing it. But boy, you ain't shit but a bitch with a badge. Like who the fuck do you think you are? You not shit but a bitch with a fucking badge and a pussy ass nigga. So it's somebody who knows a cop. They work with a cop. And I'm also hearing Mrs. Officer, Mrs. Officer. And I channeled that message the other day too, where I said it's a dirty female cop and a dirty male cop or whatever. And for some reason now I'm still seeing the movie Straw or whatnot. But somebody had the opportunity to date me. I'm going to use me for an example. And maybe this is my story, which is why I'm getting the channeled messages this morning. But let's just say that there was a guy who had the opportunity to date me. But in the midst of dating me, you had to be aware of the fact that I was going through a lot of shit. With the government, with the state, with the police, with my kids, with everything. You just had to realize that I was going through a lot of shit. And stupid ass. But anyway, you would have had to been patient to work with me through that shit. And you would have had to be strong enough to not take the bait to work against me. Because obviously when you're working against the government, and this fat bitch in front of me is ugly as fuck. But when you're working with the government, when you're working against the government agencies, military and police and everybody who's committing fraud, they're going to be trying to pay you off to lie on people. These are called targeted individuals. Me. Targeted individuals. So they want to pay you to turn your back on these people, to lie on these people, to act like you don't know these people, and to come up with, to go along with their smear campaign so that their agenda can be met. Or whatever. And in order to date me, you would have had to be strong enough to not take the bait. Okay? And if you were strong enough to not take the bait and we had a successful relationship, then your abundance comes along with my abundance. Like we're going to be rich together. But I have to actually find somebody who comes into my life that's actually strong enough to not take the bait. Just like I had to be strong enough to not take the bait to work against certain people. But every nigga that ever came in my life was weak. They always took the fucking bait. Okay, well, damn, they said that she was this, they said that she was that, so I guess I gotta go along with it. Or I was paid to dog her out and do this, and I was paid to do this and to do that, so they gave me some crumbs, a little bit of crumbs to fumble the bag for real, and I didn't even know what the fuck I was doing, but I fumbled the bag, per se. That is what the download message I was getting this morning. Like, somebody did me so bold, which I don't know who that is, because every motherfucking nigga that ever been in my life did me bold as fuck, from my daddy on down. So I don't know who it could be. Maybe it's every nigga that was in my life. Maybe this message is towards every nigga. But they fumbled the bag, because I am the bag. I am the gift. I am the treasure. I am the divine feminine. I am the woman who makes the changes. I am the master manifester. I have the ability to do these things. And on my spiritual journey, it's written in the stars that I can marry a man, and with a man comes our abundance and our inheritance from the universe. Whether on the physical realm, that be an inheritance from someone passing away and leaving money and leaving houses and cars and things like that, or again, spiritual inheritance like gifts to manifest and everything, which as above, so below. So if you can manifest it in the spiritual realm, you can manifest it on the physical realm. And that's what I was telling people. And one day Tobias was trying to be funny, and I'm like, what, Tobias, are you rich or something? He said, well, honey, in my head, like me or whatever, when I say as above, so below, and if I believe that I'm rich, I'm rich. Well, I was been supposed to be rich a long time ago, but everybody keep on stealing from me, which is why I kept channeling All My Life by J. Cole and Lil Durk. Everybody keeps stealing from me. Nobody wants to see me get ahead, because everybody knows my potential and the things that I'm capable of doing. But if I was to run across a man who was strong enough, smart enough to see this shit, then we can win together. Because my journey, my mission, my destiny that's written in the stars includes me being in a power couple relationship where we can change the world, change our community, change our environment, because we have the mindset and the finances to do so. And it won't have to include the government. You know, like when it once was Black Wall Street and shit like that. But I keep bumping into weak ass niggas, whether they're karmic twin flames or karmic soulmates and everything like that. And I've been praying lately for God to send me my divine masculine, the guy who is supposed to come into my life and not take the bait, the guy who is just as strong mentally and physically as me, just as spiritual as I am, just as tapped in with God as me. And so many people have been so weak. They failed their mission every time. However, I'm hearing somebody is so sorry, like they just want forgiveness so bad. But this person, they talked about me so bad, dogged me out so bad, went with the in crowd so bad, being a follower, a pussy. And I can't stand niggas like that, or bitches. So I can't stand people who can't think for themselves. I can't stand a follow the leader ass bitch. However, some people, not when you meant to be a leader, because some people are supposed to follow the instructions of others. That's why we have leaders. But when you're meant to be a leader and you a pussy, that irritates the fuck out of me. And that's where people had me confused, because I always been a leader, but people thought I was a pussy because I was always quiet my whole life and everything like that. But the whole time I was quiet, I've been observing you motherfuckers ever since I've been a kid. That's why I can speak this way. I see who was a follower, who was a leader. I've been doing this shit since I was in school, when they used to tell us to play follow the leader. All this stuff is programmed in the matrix. So when we at school and they teaching us to play stuff like follow the leader and musical chairs and duck duck goose and all that type of shit, they want to see who's stronger than the other people in your class, who's really got the leading mindset. They even do it at the end of the school years when they do stuff like yearbooks and all that. They say who's probably going to be nominated to be president or mayor or some shit like that, because they've been watching you the whole time that you've been in the system. So they know who's going to be a leader and who's going to be a follower. They know who to test their whole life. So they put you in these programs. These are programs. This is the matrix. School, jail, college, jobs, plants, everything is all a test to see who's really a leader. You see, when you get a job, you get a team lead. a boss, a supervisor. You know, they've been watching you your whole entire life. And even though they make it seem like you got to start from the bottom at entry level and work your way up to CEO, some people create their own business and go straight to CEO. You know why? Because they always been a leader. So somebody is so sorry that they fumbled the bag. They fumbled a good woman. They know that they had a good woman, but they were so weak in the flesh, so superficial. Oh, well, they said the society is going to be judging me if I talk to a girl like her. I got to go date a light-skinned bitch with a fake ass, a fake BBL, and ain't even a good mama, can't even cook for real, don't know how to pay bills, don't know how to do shit, came from a privileged family, and she dumb as fuck. That must be somebody like somebody's dating. I don't know. Because that came out too fluently for me, and I don't know who energy that is. But somebody, they dogged me out because they thought I wasn't good enough, and they started dating a dingbag, a dumbass bitch, who is pretty and came from money but can't do shit. Not even the simple necessities like fuck good and cook a nigga a good meal. So somebody is stuck with somebody that they're unhappy with, is the download message that I'm getting. And it's their karma. And I'm hearing somebody is stuck with a woman and kids that they don't even want. Like the kids don't belong to them and they don't even want the woman, but they stuck with the woman because they agreed to take this money and fumble the woman that's supposed to be in their life. And that's fucked up. I'm hearing love and marriage, love and marriage. It goes together like a horse and carriage. And I don't know why I'm channeling that, but I am. So that's what I'm saying. Maybe somebody married somebody and they want to get on a horse and carriage and leave that bitch quick, fast, like the chariot. It's something. It's something. Somebody is in regret that they chose the woman that they with. And I keep hearing, boy, you ain't shit but a bitch with a badge. Like maybe somebody got in trouble, or maybe somebody started working with the police or something like that. It's something of that nature. Somebody got in trouble or something, and they took a plea deal, an agreement to fuck over another woman. And there's a dirty officer too. And somebody, I'm hearing somebody baby mama is ratting them out. Like somebody is really married to a bitter bitch. And if this man tries to leave her, then she wanna involve her police family and friends and shit to set him up and shit like that. Like somebody is so pathetic and weak and a sore motherfucking loser, and it's a bitch. She can't stand the fact that a nigga don't love her no more and want to go and be with somebody else. So she want to use kids as a pawn, and the kids ain't even his. And she's doing all this extra ass shit because she got ties with the police and shit like that. My hand is itchy. Come on, God, send me some money. I need some. I need it. I need it. I need it. But yeah, I'm getting that. It's a woman. Ooh, and she got such a nasty spirit, a nasty soul. Like she's a very fucked up individual is what I'm trying to say. That's really terrible. But that's somebody's message. And I kept getting the message last night, like something kept telling me to watch I Didn't Know That I Was Pregnant. So somebody is pregnant. And I've been channeling that energy for the last couple of months. Like somebody is really pregnant. Somebody is really pregnant. And God is sending them signs and synchronicities, but they're still coming on their period every month. And when I was watching I Didn't Know That I Was Pregnant last night, one of the episodes, the girl was saying, like, I come on my period every month. I'm trying to tell you. And I always tell that story. When I was pregnant with Mari, I came on my period every month until I was 5 months pregnant. But the doctors tell you that You can't have a period while you're pregnant because you're not ovulating and things like that. But I'm telling you, when I was pregnant with Mari, I have a period tracker. My period tracker is damn near been synced for 10 motherfucking years. Mari is 10. I've been using this same period tracker for over 10 years. So my period tracker is usually very accurate. And I was telling them like, oh no, I'm on my period. I'm on my period. And they're like, no, you're not. You're not on your period. You're having some type of bleeding or whatever. They call it some shit. They said my placenta was moving around and that was causing bleeding. And then they call it some spontaneous other shit that they was calling it. Or it's just regular spotting. But when it comes at the same time that my period tracker say that I should be coming on my period, of course I'm going to think it's my motherfucking period. But that's just like last month. My period came, but it came 5 days late. And the month before that, it came 2 days late. But they swear up and down that I don't have PCOS. And my period just started doing that this year. Like coming like 5 days late. That's almost a week late. That's abnormal. Now I can see a day or two because sometimes we got 30 days in a month, 31 days in a month, 28 days in a month if it's February. So that way I can see if your period is like a day off or 2 days off or something. But for your period to be a week off or 8 or 9 days off, that's abnormal. Especially for me because I track it. I've been tracking my period for the last 10 years on my period tracker. So the lady last night was saying like, no, I've been having my period the whole time. I didn't know I was pregnant or whatever. So somebody is going to experience something like that. And I always joke around and say it's me. But I don't feel as if I'm pregnant at the moment because I don't feel the baby movement. I've been pregnant 5 times where I have full-term babies. Vaginal births, deliveries, and everything. So I know what it feels like to be pregnant. And that's why I was saying when me and my mama used to be watching the show, I didn't know I was pregnant. I'm like, Ma, how can a woman not know she's pregnant? Like, don't the baby kick? Don't the baby do this? And don't the baby do that? But I've watched some episodes where the baby sat so far back into the woman that it was almost as if it was damn near close to her spine and shit. So her stomach didn't get really big or something like that, you know? So it's something like that going on with the female. Like she's going to find this out about herself, that she's pregnant or something of that nature. So congratulations to whoever that may be. And if that happens to be me, that'd just be so funny to me or whatever. Because I was dreaming about this last year. And hence me saying that I was supposed to be having a baby this June. Or whatever, but I ended up losing the baby or whatnot. I don't need a doctor to confirm that for me because, again, I know my body. And I know what I was going through or whatnot. But, like, now, I'm getting that message. Like, somebody is going to have a miracle baby is what I'm trying to say. Like, maybe these people thought that they couldn't have kids anymore, or this man felt as if he couldn't have kids. I'm going to do my nails when I get back to the house. Maybe this man felt as if he couldn't have children, or this woman felt as if she couldn't get pregnant anymore, but that's about to change. You're about to be blessed with spirit babies. And I did a channel message when I said that I was supposed to bring forth a baby girl who was going to be like an ancestor to my family as well as my husband's family, or the man that I'm supposed to marry. Like, my grandmother has passed on as well as his grandmother has passed on. Both of the grandmothers from our mother's side of the family. So I'm supposed to give birth to a girl, and she's like going to be like a reincarnated spirit of those two grandmothers or whatever. I got that channel message last year. So something like that is going to happen. Somebody is supposed to bring forth either twin girls or twin boys, or a girl and a boy set of twins, or they're supposed to have 2 children together. And I keep getting that message. So yeah. And I kept saying too I was gonna have twins and name them Terry and Tori. But I don't know. It's something like that that's going on though. Somebody is about to be blessed with children who thought that they couldn't have children, or who family didn't want them to have children or something with a specific person or something of that nature. These people are about to be blessed with the baby. And I'm also hearing double for your trouble. So maybe that's why I'm getting the twins download. And it's like, you're not going to know that this woman is pregnant. And It's intentional by God. Like, God doesn't want this woman going to hospitals for prenatal care. And God doesn't want this woman going to doctors because certain people, I said there's a such thing as targeted individuals. Like, they will intentionally do something to the baby, is what I'm hearing. So don't go to the doctor while you're going through this pregnancy. So just start eating healthy, taking your vitamins, drinking your water, and things like that is the download message that I'm getting. But don't go to the doctor. You're going to have a perfectly fine baby. Your baby isn't going to be breached. Your baby isn't going to be unhealthy. It's not going to have any birth defects or anything like that, because this baby is chosen. And it's a golden child. It's a manifestation and a prophecy. This baby is meant to be here. And you're not supposed to know the day, the time, or the hour that the baby will come. So that's a message for somebody. Like, even if you feel like you're pregnant, it's not that this woman is hiding a pregnancy. It's not that this woman is keeping it a secret. God is keeping it a secret. That's why she don't look pregnant sometimes, and sometimes she do look pregnant. That's why she's still having her period while she's pregnant. That's why she isn't going to the doctor for prenatal care, because it's all God's plan. God doesn't want this baby to be a governmental baby and an experiment like how this mother and father was when they were in their mother's womb. So this woman is intentionally God is intentionally hiding this pregnancy from this woman who's pregnant. Hence, that's how the show I Didn't Know That I Was Pregnant was created anyway. And I always say the story of Joseph and Mary and all of that, and Jesus. Like, what if Mary wasn't a virgin, but she had a spontaneous, a hidden pregnancy that she didn't know about? Like, I didn't know I was pregnant. And that's why everybody was shocked when Jesus came. Because how can a virgin be pregnant? But how can a lady who didn't know she was pregnant have a baby? You get what I'm saying? It's always the code that you got to crack. And God gives me messages in many different ways. And that's why I said, people always say that they can't hear God, but sometimes all you got to do is listen to your body, because God is within you. So that's a message for somebody. And somebody, I started off talking about how somebody fumbled a good woman and something like that, but I'm also hearing somebody needs to go apologize to a woman. Somebody needs to go apologize and propose to the woman that is supposed to be in their life. And I don't know who that is for, and I'm not even joking. Somebody is hindering themselves because they're scared of rejection, and this woman is waiting on you. And you keep testing her to see if she's going to say yes, or if she's going to fuck you over, when you fucking yourself over by sending fuck niggas to test her and to hide your feelings and not express how you feel about her. Like, you're the one who's fucking up the relationship. And you're holding up the mission and the journey. It's spirit babies that's waiting to be born. It's a mission that's waiting to be completed. It's money that got to get made. When you two motherfuckers come together, it's a whole lot of money in this motherfucker. Even if y'all was to be broke when y'all come together, God don't bless mess, but he blesses what he puts together. So you the one who's holding up the journey. And I'm getting upset, so it must be somebody who be in my energy. But anyway, I love you guys, and you guys have a great day. I'm about to get ready to head back to the house, but I need to get me something to eat. And I need to get something to eat for later, too. Somebody needs to send me some money. Anywho, I'm about to run in here. So, again, I love you guys, and I'll talk to you guys later. Be safe and all that good shit. I wish you nothing but love, joy, peace, happiness, and abundance, and all of that good stuff. And I'm about to just relax. I got to pick Mally up from school at noon. And then Mir has surgery tomorrow on his wrist. So hopefully everything goes good for my boys. All the kids is out of school on Friday. Hopefully Al can come get his 3 teenagers from me and keep them and spend time with them and love on them and shit for like 2 weeks or so. And, you know, yeah. I deal with Mari and Mally. And don't get me wrong, I love my kids, but I be needing a break from them sometimes. Them older ones, the teenagers and shit, y'all can go to y'all daddy house. And the 2 that don't really got daddies like that, or people who want to be in their life, they can stay with me because they don't have a choice. And I need to find my boys something to do over the summer, like a summer camp or a football or something like that. And I'm going to be there in attendance at every practice. in every football game. Shit, might find my husband at that motherfucker. Looking like a brick jumping out that motherfucker. Love you guys.